afternoon guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to make another recipe for you. So I am going to make, with some more things from my vegetable box, I'm going to make this cheese leek macaroni cheese. I am wearing my dress from M&Co because we just went out for a meal and I can't be bothered to get changed, but I will put my pinny on shortly. So this is a recipe from the Slimming World website. I was just searching for something to do with leeks and I found this and I fancied it. So this recipe serves four. It's ready in less than 30 minutes, it's freezer friendly, and it says the sins per serving are 2, which is for the cheese. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use a bit more cheese and it will be my healthy extra for the day. So it's completely up to you what you do. So what you'll need for this recipe is 500 grams of dried macaroni. I haven't quite got 500 grams here, but I've got some other pasta over there. 2 trimmed leeks. Well, I just have one, so I'm going to use a leek and a shallot. 200 grams of quark. I've got the Arla cooking quark, which you can get in Morrison's, but most supermarkets have their own version. 200 ml of boiling vegetable stock. I'm just going to use a Knorr vegetable stock pot, which are free on the plan. A tablespoon of onion granules. A teaspoon of mustard powder. A handful of chopped fresh chives. I've just got some dried chives. Salt and freshly ground black pepper, which I've got. And the recipe says 50 grams of reduced fat cheddar cheese, which will work out at your 2 sins per portion. I'm going to use 120 grams, which will actually be 4 healthy extras of my cheese. Just let me check that. This cheese, which is from Morrison's, you can have 35 grams for your healthy extra per day, but I actually like to use a little bit less so that I can have some almond milk. So I'll be using 30 grams per portion, which means 120 grams. But if you just wanted to use the 50 grams and count 2 sins per portion, then that is absolutely fine. And then it also says, if you like a bit of extra spice, add 1 teaspoon of dried chili flakes. Well, I don't have that, but I do have my trusty cayenne pepper, so I'll probably be putting a little bit of that in. The first thing we need to do is cook the pasta as directed, so we'll get some water boiling. So I've got my pasta boiling away, and I'm just going to peel and chop my onion, and it says to thinly slice the leeks. Macaroni cheese has been boiling for about 10 minutes, and you want to add your leek and onion, or 2 leeks if you have them, to the boiling water and boil for another 3 minutes. Stick that in. If you can do it without making a mess like me, then great. But if not, just clear up after yourself. Where's my spoon gone? Just give that a stir. You might want to stir the pasta through as well to help it separate. Oopsie daisy. I can feel them softening already. Right, so we'll leave that for another 3 minutes. In this jug I've made up my 200ml of vegetable stock with the Knorr stock pot. Then I'm going to weigh out 200 grams of my quark. Let's change that back to grams. Will be most of this pot. There we go, that'll do. And then so we want the onion granules. So how many onion granules do we want? A tablespoon of onion granules. I'll put a couple of teaspoons in. That's probably more than enough. We want a teaspoon of mustard powder. Like that. A handful of chopped chives. So I don't know, we'll maybe put a couple of teaspoons of that in. Like that. 3/4 of the cheese. So I'll just get another bowl. So I've just read the instructions again, and you should be putting all the quark ingredients into a small pan to heat up. So in this saucepan we've got 200 grams of quark, mustard powder, chives, onion granules. Then we want to add the 200ml of chicken stock. We'll put the heat on. Heat gently, it says. So we'll turn it down, get the rest of the chicken stock out, vegetable stock out. And then it says 3/4 of the cheese. So again, I've got 120 grams here of light cheese, which is, for me, is 4 healthy extra A's, because this is going to serve 4. So it's completely up to you if you just want to add the 50 grams for 2 sins a portion, or however much cheese you want to add. So we'll put a good bit in there and we'll stir. And let's have a look what it says. Oh, it says whisk to mix together. So we'll get a little whisk. Heat gently until the mixture is fairly smooth and seasoned well. So we'll whack in some salt and pepper. The quark will split, but don't panic. Just keep whisking. Just on a medium heat, put a bit more salt and pepper in. Remember, this is to serve 4, so it does like plenty of seasoning. And while that's doing, I'll just drain my macaroni. I've just put my grill onto preheat at a medium heat. I'm still just warming through the quark sauce. So I've got a shallow casserole dish here. You could also do it in 4 individual portions, 4 individual dishes. There's loads of macaroni there, and that's not even 500 grams. This actually is just over 400 grams of macaroni and a little bit of penne pasta. There's absolutely loads there actually. And then you've got your macaroni, and then we just want to pour, you just want to pour over the quark sauce. And we'll give that a good stir. If you've got a bowl, you could maybe do it in a bowl. That looks really nice. So there we go, we've got all that mixed up. It's like a macaroni cheese. And then we want to scatter the remaining cheese. Let me just turn the hob off. On the top. So it looks like that, and it's ready to go in the grill. Just pop that under the grill for a few minutes until the cheese is melted and bubbling. And don't lick your fingers like me. And here it is after it's come out of the grill. I think that was a really quick and easy meal. That would be something you could throw together when you come back from work of an evening. Just boil some macaroni, prepare that quick sauce and put it all together. Really quick. Some of you with sharp eyes might have realised that I forgot the cayenne pepper, but never mind. If you do want to add cayenne pepper or chilli flakes, that should go in the sauce with the quark and be warmed in the pan. But I'm sure I can add a few sprinkles of cayenne pepper when I eat it. Right, I'm going to split this into 4 portions and we'll see how much we get. You can see I've got 4 very generous portions from it. And they look lovely and creamy, and they've got the golden cheese top. So these are sin-free, just use your Healthy Extra A. And as requested by Kirsty, I've left a little bit in the bottom so I can do a taste test. So let me put you up a little bit. Don't worry, I do have some of my Healthy Extra A allowance to use today, so, and the dish is not too hot, so I can eat this safely. Oh yeah, it's really like macaroni cheese. It really is. It's really creamy, really flavoursome. You can taste the herbs. And the cheese is really nice. Yeah, I recommend that. So that is my Cheats Leek macaroni cheese. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.